So if someone offered you 6 months worth of your salary at your current job, would you take it? Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, y'all? I saw this video on Facebook not too long ago of Adrian Broner. He is a boxer. I don't know what type of titles and belts he has, but he was offering these workers, these fast food workers, I think it was at Wendy's, he offered them $10,000 to quit their job. I'm gonna play a little bit of the video now.
I got this proposition for you. Look, I got 10,000 cash if you quit today. 10,000 right here if you quit today.
I don't. Can we get a large fries?
Look, I got 10,000 cash if you quit today.
So in the video, you can see him offer, these employees $10,000, and they're looking at him confused and trying to figure out what it is. And it made me feel bad. It made me feel angry, upset. I was ready to just fight, and I had to think about it. I was like, this is a boxer, I can't fight him. I think people need to understand, celebrities and people who are in these places of wealth and prosperity, or whatever you want to call it, I think that some of the stuff that y'all do is alarming. And I think you all like to do this, poverty porn. Like, you all love to dangle things in our face and let everybody see how we react. And for what? Because if you were interested in helping someone, you would have gave them the $10,000 anyway. You would have gave every one of those employees $10,000 if you were doing an experiment. And people who are working in fast food and people who are trying to make ends meet are not your goddamn experiment. You're not gonna use us to get clout, to get likes and views and all that type of stuff. And it's troubling. So when I saw it, I thought, maybe he's gonna give them all $10,000 just to be doing. He didn't give any, to my knowledge from seeing the video, he didn't give anybody $10,000. He just wanted to see how they were gonna react. And no one accepted that. And I shared it on Facebook and I asked people, what would you have done in that situation? And I thought, $10,000 to someone else might be, more, it might be less. That's why I said $10,000, or, the equivalent of your salary in 6 months, would you take it? Considering I did the pay at $11 to $15 an hour for someone who's getting 40 hours a week working in fast food. I think that's like less than $2,000 a month and that's like $2,000 probably something before taxes. That's about 6 months of salary. And I'm thinking to myself, if someone had offered me something like that and making that type of money some years ago, would I have taken it? And I think I wouldn't have taken it because, one, I would have been a little bit confused because I'm used to being fucked over. I'm already poor. Like, it costs more to be poor. Like, we all know that. We know that, if you don't have enough money in your account and you bounce a check, it's automatically, $20, $30 out your account. If you have bad credit, you got to pay a little bit more. Your interest rates are higher. Like, we know that. We know that it's expensive to live poor, which makes no sense. But this is the world of capitalism we're talking about. And Adrian Broner was doing this poverty porn, and he was doing experiments with people who are working in fast food, who probably don't, know what it is to, have, they don't know, they're just trying to survive, and you cannot take that from them. And I had to think to myself, probably now if someone offered me that, I would take it and probably try to flip it, but that's because, with the things I've been doing, the things I've been afforded, and the sources and the resources I have gotten over the last couple of years has taught me something, and I'm not in the same space versus someone else. I can see why they're not taking it, just trying to make sure that they're living, trying to make sure that they're surviving, and that's all it is. And Adrian Broner, it was very disrespectful for you to go out there and to essentially just record these people. Now, what you could have done, you would have did an experiment, something, you could have just done it and said, hey, who gonna do it? And then say, you know what, I just wanted to see what y'all was gonna say. I want to talk about, how capitalism affects how people who are working jobs need to be making enough money to pay their bills. That's the experiment. I appreciate y'all for doing it. Here's $10,000 to all of y'all. Y'all can keep y'all job. Now, I would have understood, but I was like, okay, and get them to sign off if they wanted to be in the video or not, like that type of stuff. But no, you dangled in front of them and you wanted to make it seem like that you got it, do this dance for me. And that's not the work. That's not the work. And I'm getting a little bit turned off by people recording good deeds. I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to. I was watching a video not too long ago where, you know, this woman apparently was in a domestic situation with her boyfriend on the bus, and the person kept saying, you know, this woman she went on Facebook Live and she said, Brianna, don't go. You know, she was steadily encouraging her to not let that man, you know, do that to her. She was steady encouraging, and I thought it was good, but then I thought about it, you know, knowing domestic situations and stuff, and considering she has kids with this man who was allegedly putting his hands on her while on the bus, like, she's gonna eventually see him again. So is the person recording and doing the live and doing this stuff, is it performative, or is she gonna be in Brianna's life from this day forth moving on? Because it's more than just telling a person to leave in a domestic situation, like a domestic abuse. It takes more than just telling somebody to leave out of a domestic abusive relationship. You just cannot do that. They have to have like resources and stuff to be able to leave, because you got to make it feel like they're going to be comfortable. You cannot do that. And there's an article on kingarees.com that talks about that, and I think we need to understand it's just not as easy telling someone. So I was thinking, is she being performative? Why is it live? Put the phone down, talk to this woman, you know, let her come stay with you until she gets her stuff, because she has kids with him. They probably live together. There's some type of situation that they're heading somewhere, so she's gonna probably see him again. So is that little thing that you did, that little couple of minutes of that video, is it really going to do something, or it just looks cute for us who is watching it? Like, is this some other porn that we like? I don't understand it, I don't get it. It made me think about all the things, because the last 2 days I've been heavily dealing with depression. My car is in the shop right now. A part is taking too long to get here. I don't have my vehicle, and I have other things that's going on in my life that is affecting me. Not that, you know, and my situation is different from, you know, other people. Granted, I still have a place to stay, but it made me think about how fortunate I am and how trash society is, and how we're all just out here trying to live our lives, and just what is the purpose of all of this? And that's why I posted on Facebook, and I know a couple people were like, you know, reached out and they said, Justin, are you okay? And sometimes it does feel like I am wearing the weight of the world on me. We get a lot of letters on For the Culture podcast about dealing with situations and stuff that they're in, and I try to offer the best sound advice I have at that time. And also the stuff that we receive on kingarees.com, it's a lot. So I take in a lot and I consume a lot of content, and a lot of the content is negative, and sometimes I have to just shut down and to rebuild myself, because even reading that article that I saw not too long ago about, you know, the Darlington is an apartment in Buckhead. It's one of the most affordable condominiums in Buckhead. You know, I think I used to stay right next door to it. I think the Lori Brookwood, and me and my roommate were paying $1,700 for a 2-bedroom. And I think the apartments over there was like $800 for a 2-bedroom or something. I don't know the price. But they're doing like $1 million renovation of their whole apartment, and their whole building. They're doing I think it's a $30 million renovation, and they're going to raise the price up. So conversation about gentrification, and 500 people are going to be displaced. 500 people are going to have to find somewhere to go in 60 days. And the state of Georgia is only saying you have 30 days to tell a person that they got to go. And it made me think about even the message I seen on Twitter saying it's trash to think that a person, you know, we're conditioned to believe that it's trash for a person to just quit a job without telling them, and a company can fire you without telling you, and that's it. And it's just like we're conditioned to believe these things, and it makes me think about all the stuff that I have done because someone else told me, or society says this is what you're supposed to do, and challenging shit. And it just makes like 500 people in this apartment complex have to find somewhere to go. These people probably work in the area, and it made me think about these people work in the area. Where are they gonna go? They're gonna probably have to, you know, use some type of transit to get back and forth to work, which is gonna be more expensive, more taxing on their bodies, and they're already trying to make it. So just all of this stuff, and just to see a video of this boxer offering someone $10,000, dangling in their face and telling them to quit their job. Like, why are we doing things like that? It makes me think about some of these celebrities. What are y'all really doing? Like even Drake's video, God's Plan, like he's made more money off that video just by giving that $1 million. Like, I just don't understand. But I think sometimes we need to see that a celebrity is doing some stuff for the community. On the, you know, maybe we need to see that they're doing something, and we are like, okay, are you using this money? But I don't know. It's so many questions, and I don't have all the answers. But it just made me think about all the stuff that is going on. And to see a video of someone offering fast food workers $10,000 and recording their reaction just made me cringe. And I just don't know. Would I have taken the $10,000 if I was in that position? Probably not, because I don't you know, if I'm already surviving, I'm not, you know, I'm probably not aware of what I can do with this $10,000, and that might be a risk that I'm not willing to take right now. And you know, if you're living check to check, you're basically trying to survive. And a lot of people don't have that thought process to say, you know what, let me take a chance. Even I taking a chance, even taking a chance right now doing the work that I'm doing is very taxing on my brain, it's very taxing on my spirit, it's very taxing on my body, period. But I enjoy doing it. I enjoy, you know, uplifting other people and having conversations and stuff. And I appreciate everyone who reached out to me. But it's just, at what cost are we doing all of this? And what is the purpose? And it makes me think that, are we just on this earth just to be paying bills, to be doing all this just to survive? Because if that's the world that we're in, I don't know if I want to be a part of it. And I just, not saying that I'm feeling suicidal, but you know, I can understand why some people say, you know what, I've had enough. And it made me think about suicide, period. You know, is it revolutionary? Is it just this thing to say, you know what? I don't want to be here no more. Is that really selfish? And I know that's, you know, controversial and stuff. Maybe we'll talk about it more on For the Culture podcast with viewer discretion advised and stuff, because I don't want to be responsible for anyone taking their life. But at the same time, I think we need to have a real conversation about it. Maybe we will do that on a future episode of For the Culture podcast, or maybe in the middle we will do that. I appreciate you all for even checking out this video. I'm feeling better today and feeling inspired really to do the work. I'm about to record the podcast with Adrian, and I just want to tell you thank you so much for reaching out to me. But what would you do if it was a situation and someone offered you 6 months of your salary to pay, you know, just to take care of yourself? Would you quit your job with 6 months worth of salary? Would you find something else to do? Would you follow your dreams? Would you do something? What would you do? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll talk to you later on tonight. Bye.
You good? No, you're not. You're not, baby, and it's okay. You're not good, and it's okay. You don't need to be good all the time. It's okay to not be good.